to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the
10. Ultra.
Now the number for the Chargers. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Open here, Adam Thielen. And I don't think he got there, no.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Let's go.
And they'll go for it. Lance. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that would be the last shot that they take in this game.
Lance. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And here's Rodgers on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he works it. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The Chargers at 2 and 3 here to begin the new season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Carr sliding out of the pocket. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, have that dagger play, have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
No score after one on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Then forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
6:37. Express.
Now Carr. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown, Chargers. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Lance looking to throw it. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Lance again. This to Hines on the drop-off. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That is caught by Thielen. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Lance now on 1st down. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 2 minutes on the clock. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Adam Thielen, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
from his end zone, Wilson. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Carr. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Express! 93! Express!
Here's Carr to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan. We're trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
On is the punter, man, as he boots this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 22, Carr. And this will be caught by Mooney. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And on first down, Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
What now?
The final shot here before half for Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. From his end zone, Wilson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And the slot man goes in motion left. Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing now is Carr. That's 2.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
6:37.
Now Carr steps away to his left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Stuck for the loss by Devin White.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw his Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And this is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This is Hines. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They run with Hines, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating, and it allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 74 yards rushing for him now as he's running 11 times. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They run it again with Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
No sweat from Montez Sweat that time as he makes that stop look easy.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now Carr throwing on second down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Hey, 734.
To throw, it's Carr. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now it's Hines. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Desperation time here. Lance. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Here's Hines. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On the delay, here's Hines. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They run again with Hines. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Here we go.
Here's Lance. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. A busy night continues for Kamara. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Kamara up the middle. And it's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire 2nd half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Helping them just a field goal. That's a heck